every video with a smile, always smiling. One of the biggest things about being out in nature doing a video or being out in general is people walk up straight up to you. A lot of people want to ask you for stuff, talk to you, uh, and you still got to ask Lamar. What was it, man? Larry Lamar. Used to work with him at FedEx in Memphis. He taught me, he said, one of the biggest sayings of all times. He said, you've always got to keep your head on the swivel. I don't know if he was in Vietnam or over there or not, but he sure talked like he was. He said, you always got to keep your head on the swivel. And especially when you're out in parks, state parks, local parks. Uh, you're in nature, but you got nature and you got the nature of the people, nature of the beast. People are always watching, but look, I felt bad about how I ate the last couple days, and I was like, you know how your body gets into that mode, you just don't want to do anything. You have to, that's when your willpower kicks in. You force yourself to do something. You force yourself to get out. Yesterday I'm working on another channel that I've always wanted to do. Something with my channel Moonbase R9 and never did anything with it, but my friend Terry, who's been on here multiple times, we've done live stream, started a channel for us back in February, full hats. You know, some of you who are closer to me, y'all know it, because I begged y'all to push that subscribe button, because we're just trying to get 50 people on there to subscribe, and 50 allows you to do live stream. And we're just going to talk about the subjects we've always wanted to talk about, you know, just the stuff that we kind of talked about on the phone, or we talk about to other people random here and there. So I've been setting up videos on that channel. It's called Full Hats. And I like to put I see I messed my hat up right here, sweating through it. It's all white hat, but I like to pull a full over it, wearing my full hats. You know how people say, hey, you're wearing your full hat, 10 full hat. So I've been working on that channel. Just look, people, there's a game plan in the works. And if you don't believe in the game plan, ain't no one else going to believe in the game plan. Ain't nobody else going to follow if you don't push the energy. It's your energy. And we say, I look at this theory that we say some people are lucky, like what was the guy who was a warehouse worker in 2020 or 2019? Callie Lane, tall, skinny guy, always do the, simple stuff. People using a samurai sword to open up a letter, or, he just shows, yeah, man, this is simple. Why are you being all, extra about it? And I mean, this guy's got 14 million or 20 something million subscribers, but I think he's mostly on TikTok. And I'm one of his subscribers. Hell, I watch the hell out of this stuff. Anytime he posts, I watch it. It just reminds you, keep it simple. He found the niche, and he's keeping it simple. Mine has to do with this, once again, after 8 years, this health journey of mine. And this time I'm cranking it in with some other things that I always wanted to do. So you got to believe in yourself. You've got to be in yourself. But I'm mostly making this live stream right now to talk, because some people have been asking me, I've kind of ghosted. They feel like I've kind of ghosted them. And you ain't lying. I have. And more to come. More to come. It's a couple more people I see. They're just themselves. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They're just themselves. Somebody's leaving messages. God bless you if you leave a message, because I can't really see them. I'm in the heart of nature. Let's see who this is. Goat? Is that Goat Messiah? Wow. Naruto believes in you. All right, we got some people in here. They going at it. Go at it, people. Enjoy. Just act the clown, and just don't be disrespectful to anybody in the chat, but just, hey, say what you want to say, man. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. But going back to what I'm saying is, people just being themselves. And if it hurts you that I'm backing off, I'm pulling away, then that's on you, because that means you were using me and not benefiting me. And like I've told people for the last 2.5 years, or I was coming up on 2.5 years, I've been married. My goal is to my wife. That is my only obligation I got. I don't have any young kids, or not that I know of. Heard Holly Berry say that shit on a movie today. What the hell does that mean? But for me, yeah. So that's my obligation. And now I'm on this health journey. I'm on this journey to get my wife here. Journey to build the things that me and her will need for our future. That's the goal. And if you're not helping or benefiting or pushing towards that, hey, look, it might be longer than what it is. You might never, I might never come back around. It is what it is. It is what it is. I have a friend who's went through a hell of a medical issue, and I could flat up curse him out today. He get mad. Tomorrow, there's a vast chance he will not remember any of it. And he was one of the most intelligent people I've known for the last 25 years. But it is my belief, my understanding, and I put this in my title of everything. Physical ailment comes from the spirit first, because you're not a human having a spiritual experience when you're, getting spiritual out or having an earth. You're a spirit having a human experience. You are a vast majority on the other side more than here. Wait, did somebody ask what's your country? What country I'm in? That's interesting. That is interesting. What country are you in? I'm in the great country of Texas. You go back 100 and some years when it was its own country. I'm in the great country of Texas right now. But going back to the topic, my friend, I've watched it, didn't know. I've tried to do what I needed to do, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do when he was having all these anger issues, wouldn't let stuff go. But I know what I can do. I can learn from it. I can grow from it. I can understand it for myself. And I can make decisions that are beneficial to me. So that's why I make these videos. I'm showing other people what I'm going through, how I'm making decisions. If it helps people, I want to help 10 million people. If it helps 10 million people, hey, my mission has been done. That is excellent. What did I hear heard on social media? Was it social media? Pink Book Lessons. I think she quoted somebody said that it was either Pink Book Lessons or Melanie King. One of the two. Maybe somebody else said there was a thought put together that in your lifetime you influenced 10,000 people. And with social media and stuff, think how much more people you can influence. Head on swivel, like I said, you always got to watch your surroundings. A lot of people are influencing people. I want to say good reasons. A lot of people are doing good things, but a lot of people are doing things that benefit only them. And that is not my journey here. My journey is to be beneficial to all of mankind, and the good and the bad, for the right reasons. And the only way to change the world, you got to change yourself first. You got to put yourself first. You got to put yourself first in that equation. So I just left the gym. I'm in my nice clothes that I definitely got to wash today, because it's about the third time I've been in these clothes while I was in the gym. Even though you let them air out, they I just got to focus on me. I got to focus on me. Like I said, it ain't nothing personal against anybody. If you were a devil, you wouldn't even know my number. But some people don't realize how much energy they take from other people. Some people have no idea how their conversation affects other people. And like I said, I have another friend. He ain't really talking about nothing. Man, I don't want to tell you the subject because he'll know exactly what I'm saying. But let's put it like this. Man, he would have been cool when I was 16 years old. Let's put it like that. The subject we talk about have been cool when I was like 16 years old. And I ain't even talking about girls. We're talking about, stuff that boys like to do. Boys like to go to movies to see or read and stuff like that. But my focus now is, making a way to get my wife to me, making a way to build our future, building my health. And yeah, you could talk sometime just to blow time, but I'm starting to see now time is the illusion of time is one of the greatest commodities if you can focus it. If you can focus your time and benefit out of your time, you've made great things happen. Um, that is humongous. That is huge. It's what you're doing with your time. What you're doing with your time. You got to take that time and you got to do something positive with it. That is humongous. Wait, sir, do you know? I don't know who is that person. Who are you talking about? I don't know. I'm not supposed to read the comments. Uh, uh, you know. Oh wait, Goat Messiah J. Oh boy, these people make these channels because there's no repercussions. Because they knew if they were in front of people, they would be ostracized. They would be dealt with more. But people have. It's like my friend was talking today about being on TikTok, trying to figure out how TikTok still is relevant. At first, I control what I watch on TikTok. So I subscribe to certain things. I show no interest because you can push TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook iffy sometimes. I think even YouTube, you can say if you're not interested in something, you can block on some of them. You can just straight up block it. You say you don't have no relevance, because I know with TikTok, they like to force other people's ideology, religions, sexism, isms in general. They like to focus those things on people. So if you're not interested, you're not interested. And I'm a cultural person. This is an interesting place, interesting world. The former world recoalesced, formerly known as Tiamat. Interesting place. I remember the old place. It was nice. All right, come back to this time in reality. So, nah, you could focus what you want to look at. I don't get caught up in a lot of these live streams, getting there arguing with people, saying crazy stuff, because there's monitors always watching. I've done live streams like this. There's always monitors. People will flag you. People will report you if you say, curse words or say things that are out of the way and stuff. They're gonna flag you. So you don't want to be involved in that anyway, unless that's what you get your rocks off on. Some people, that's what they get their rocks off on. So let me go back to this new channel that I'm doing, Full Hats with Terry, aka Way Out Nelson. One of the things that I posted some videos, and they're upcoming. I think some of them will start hitting today, or the little community cast tabs will start hitting. What's this? The Lionsgate portal. So a lot of people is like, I guess there was a blue moon, which is the second full moon in 1 month. But this Lionsgate portal was supposed to be a portal from here to Series A or Series B. Hold Hold up, my wife is trying to call. Answer the phone right now. Um, the Lionsgate portal was supposed to be some kind of connection from here to Sirius B. I'm trying to figure the stuff out. What are they talking about? But there's so many AI videos because there's so many. And first, you don't know if there's AI videos. You don't know if this is AI making videos to have its own video channel to monetize itself so it could build AI robots and dogs. And look, Skynet is got can do anything now. So you don't know, but it's obvious a lot of these videos are AI because they're the same voices, different channels, same voices. Ain't nobody coming up with that much spiritual knowledge. I mean, come on. Ralph Smart is a talking head, and he does it every single day. And I give him props how he comes up with new material every day. But you can listen when you're listening to these AI videos. They'll do certain talking points, and one of the talking points is like, you got to get out in nature and breathe the tree air because that's what the universe wants you to do. I did 10 minutes later, you got to get out in nature and breathe the tree air. And they're even trying to repeat it. They're actually repeating the same sentences in just different areas of the video. That's all they're really doing. And if you really pay attention, you hear they're just AI programs, and you look on there and they say, hey, you get AI to make all this, and people getting paid and they monetize it. I don't know what YouTube or anything going to do. Are they going to cut the monetization, whatever? But you have some AI videos talking about they do $30,000 a month in AI. I was like, it makes you think about it. I have like some of the things and figure out, damn, 30,000, man. But like me, I wind up looking at the whole video, Ralph Smart videos, Billy Carlson videos. I wind up listening to the whole video. If they're talking about something, I listen to the whole thing. And some people you listen to, Corey Holcomb, 5150. I listened all up until they start rapping. That rapping is lame, is all outdoors. But I listened to their podcast. Club Shay Shay, especially if you have someone decent on there. I don't really listen to Nightcap like that, but Club Shay Shay, when he's straight up in it, what he do? He did Dana White not too long ago. That was interesting. Woo, that was interesting. He has some very good guests up in there. I see Oscar De La Hoya just was on there, and Willie D did a video say Oscar just came out, which. Okay, it's like, man, this dude like 50, 60 years old. Who gives a shit? Who gives a crap? But I guess there's an audience for that too. So I'm just like anybody else. I'm going through my journey and I'm trying to figure these things out. And like I said, going back to this Lionsgate portal 888. Now I just figured out what the 888 means. So it started the 8th month, which is this month, August. This would be an 8-2. So there's an 888 to this day too, because this is 17, which is 1 and 7, which is an 8. And then the year is a 224, 2024, 8. So 888. Lionsgate portal. That's about as much as I can figure it out. Like I say, it's supposed to have a direct focus to Sirius. I don't know if it's Sirius Constellation, Sirius B, or I asked the question also, if I created the moon at some point back in the future, because the moon is artificial, we ain't gonna say man-made, but it's made by beings. How does that equate into astrology? Is astrology just bodies, large gravitational bodies? That's what astrology really is large gravitational bodies, bodies in motion that is making astrology. Because if I made an artificial moon, or, man, Lord have mercy, I saw a video on TikTok, it's talking about sunflowers always point towards the sun. They're always pointing towards the sun, but in his field, they don't want to look at the sun. Like, they've turned their back on the sun, and now, it just the flat earthers or people who believe we're we're in a prison colony world. It's like, see, the sun is not real. You know, that's why the sunflowers ain't even looking at it anymore. It's like, okay, so we're going to come off of that. But this Lionsgate portal it's all dealing with astrology and stuff, and bodies in motion in the solar system, in the galaxy, all these bodies in motion. I guess is like, okay, what is the logical ramifications of it? You know, what people got to understand when you sit up here and talk about all this astrology or spirituality and stuff like that, and you got to believe this and you got to do this feeling, you got to understand, to a religious people, you sound the same. It's just that's just another religion. It's like this old saying is, you give up one addiction for another. A lot of AA people, Alcoholics Anonymous, get off of alcohol and they get into religion. They get off drugs and get into plumbing. Oh, I know a person. You know, and they become zealots. They're just super focused on that because that keeps them from going back to that other side. That is their barrier. The more that wall they keep up, it keeps them going back to the other side. AKA, one of the best movies to explain that is a movie called Silent Hill. I'm talking about the first Silent Hill with the little girl that the mother was trying to go save, and the father came to the same thing. He could never cross that barrier to get him. And I think at the end, somehow the little girl or the being came out with the father, and it was all still very foggy and stuff. But that church, that's what I'm talking about. That you believe in something so heavily, it could keep the devil out. It could keep demons or more powerful forces out. That your mind has so much influence that way. And that's one thing I can kind of quantify for myself, because I was thinking this thought earlier, and I was sending my friend some WhatsApp, some text on WhatsApp, pictures and stuff. And what I was sending them almost in reality manifested in real life. I wanted to take a picture of what I was looking at, but I was like, nah, this shit would be kind of creepy if I do this stuff. But it was kind of a joke, but I was really intense in it earlier today. And it's like it manifested in real life. It's an interesting experience. And I was like, man, if you could do that, I could manifest $10 million. Should be able to. It's the same. So that's what I feel like they were talking about, the Lionsgate portal, 888. So once again, this is Lionsgate portal right here. Is that August is the so-called 8th month, was October is 8. So August should be 6. But you know, they've changed some stuff up. But so-called is the 8th month. 17th is an 8. Numerology, 1 and 7 goes down, makes it 8. And then 2024, 2, 2, 4, 8. So it's 8. On the 26th of this month. So you have 3 888s. Yeah, 3 888s this month. But they said it was between the 16th and the 19th. But I don't know. I just found it interesting. I always find it interesting trying to figure out when they be putting these things out, what does it has to do? How is it really helping people? It's how you connect to people to where people understand how you do it without being cultists, you know, where people think, oh, buddy, this is some crazy stuff. Also, if you're still watching this video, please like the video, or at least leave a crazy comment. It would be nice. But yeah, hadn't did a live stream in like 2 weeks, so I said, hey, let's do a live stream. I wish I was somewhere where we could be more live and talk about it, but soon, everything we're focusing, trying to get it soon when my wife gets here, because I noticed when my wife's a part of my video stream, it is way better, you know. My wife's got good energy. She's a good soul, good person. If the creative force protects her more than it protects me, I am happy. I am happy because I feel like I'm extremely protected throughout this universe. These beings they step out of their comfort zone to interfere with stuff to keep me what is called safe. But if you're watching this, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. It don't hurt. Just click the button, subscribe. But what does hurt, if you sitting on here and not leaving a comment, you could say anything you want that's not hurting other people. You should be talking to the people in the comments. You should be like, hey, what are y'all doing? You know, just as long as you're not hurting people, it's all good. But yeah, sooner or later, I just need about 100 grand. Get my wife here. And man, make it as simple as possible. It's me and her. And that's the game plan. That's the focus. That's where my energy's going more. That's what I'm cutting off. That's why I'm cutting people off. Is I can't afford to take away the energy from me and her. That's what I can't afford that. I can't afford to take away the energy from me and her. The game plan is me and her. That's what has to be the game plan. That's where the energy has to be at. I have to keep the energy me and my wife. There's a lot of stuff we have to accomplish. We turned in a package of information. My wife was like, well, I need you to go over this. And I was like, I didn't really want to tell her. I was like, look, I don't know what these people are asking for. That's why I paid for a lawyer. This is like, I don't really know what they're asking. I don't know how detailed this stuff is. I just know if we send it to them and they come back and say more details. And we just give them more details. That's it. So we give them more details, and that's why they're filing it. It costs. And I look, right now, even as a person who's barely making it in life, I'm just like everybody else. I'm middle class, not even middle class, lower middle class. Lawyers, they have their purpose. And if you ever listen to Judge Joe Brown talk sometime, when he be talking about the law and explaining the law, that's why people go to court and get effed up. People go into court and don't be understanding stuff, don't know what people are talking about. They get in there and get messed up. You go in there without a lawyer. If you ever notice something, people who always go in there with public defenders usually always get really railroaded. But people who go in there that have a little money or somebody putting in money, and I use this as a prime example. 18 years old, I use myself as this. I turned 18 years old in December. So this is the time when this happened. This is, I turned 18 years old, and so it was December. So January, February, March, April, and this will tell you how long ago this was. The Bodyguard was out. The Bodyguard, and was at the Dollar Movies, and I can drive. Of course, I was 18. I could drive, had a car, and The Bodyguard was out. And I took my friends, we all went to the Dollar Movie. You know, that's what you could afford, $1, you know, $2 movie. You know, and went to the $2 movie. And I remember not really watching the Bodyguard. I was in and out, man. I mean, it was so packed in that theater. Like there wasn't an empty seat in that place. And I mean, there was like people standing watching. There was extra seats because, you know, people still want to watch that movie. They paid $2 to get in there. They going to watch that damn movie back in the day. If you didn't put people at the door to make sure, it was jam packed. And so, you know, I'll come out and I had quarters. I'll play in the video games and stuff. So we left the movie and stuff like that. And we dropped off the first guy at his house. And we were going to the second house, and the sheriff department in Memphis, Tennessee, this is in Memphis, in Shelby County, and the sheriff department pulled us over. And they hemmed us up. So, you know, my brother and 2 friends at this time. It was 5 of us at the beginning, but then it was one dude got him dropped off less than a mile away. And the other dude was in his cove. You know, he could have walked over to his house. I mean, it was right across the street. And then the other guy, he stayed down the street from us, but it was kind of a little way. But Um, I just remember getting hemmed up by the sheriff department, getting punked out. I mean, I was a big kid, so they were all on me like I'm 18. It was like I'm an adult, like, why are you even hanging around with these other kids? Because my brother was 2 years younger. He was 16. The other dude, I think one of the dude was 15, and the other dude was 16. And wow, you're an adult hanging. It's like, this is my brother and my friends, dude. I've been around these people, damn, 5, 6, 7. What are you talking about? I was still in high school at that point. But you're 18. And your size, and they were hemming us up. And I just remember, because I was an abused child in a sense growing up. That's a whole different video. Not totally abused, but just mistreated. I remember getting home, telling my mom and dad about this, and I remember, my dad, boy, that dude was like something else. He was like, y'all up there doing this, and the whole charges were that somebody had went to Applebee's and cut a clown and left without paying, and they apparently got a witness there, and the witness said it was pointed me out and said, yeah, he was one of the dudes there, and I never saw the person. I didn't know who did it. But I'm like, they didn't take me to jail then. They just set me up to go get booked and stuff like that at a later time. And if it wasn't for my mom, rest that lady's soul, man. She spent her hard-earned money to pay for the lawyer. And we wind up going to court here and there, and then in court. And I know what they're doing. The attorneys are just playing games. They know what's going on behind the scenes. They have to be given certain amount of information and stuff. So the whole point, it was bogus. The charges were bogus. It wasn't me. Later on, I found out it was one of my classmates. It was a classmate who was in a higher grade. Yes, I failed at one point, so I was in 11th grade at this time. They were in a higher grade, or maybe just got out of school, and he didn't really look like me. He was kind of lighter skin complexion, but I still probably had him by a couple inches and about 30 pounds. But I remember my mom paid that money to go through it, and we were having a subpoena. The two of the friends wouldn't even show up. They didn't want nothing to do with it. And, we cut them off later on. Later then. I never dealt with the dude again. Interesting. Lawyers. So right now, this is, in the last 2 years, I've had 3 sets of lawyers. 3 sets of lawyers. Ain't no joke, man. I understand why people lawyer up. I understand why you've got money and power, you lawyer up. Just to end this, because I'm at over 30 minutes. I just heard they were talking about Trump is going to get sent to jail. They're going to sentence him on September 18th, and he's going to be going to Riker Islands. Let me tell you something. If Trump literally goes to jail, you're going to have the country's going to go unstable. It's going to go unstable. If this is the agenda they're pushing, they're going to get it. It's going to go unstable because people are unstable here. This whole Lionsgate portal, and people are unstable. Some want to ascend to get away from this craziness, and some are going to be stuck here. Some are going to be dealing with it. But if they were that crazy to do that and put him in jail and can't keep him from running for president, he ain't broke any of that type of law. And then if you listen to Judge Joe Brown last interview with Art of Dialogue, which is a 4-hour interview, look, man, all this stuff is capped. They know it's gonna get overturned. Just like with this case going out of Atlanta with this Young Thug and this whole situation. They know this stuff isn't gonna last. They know it's so many misconducts by the lawyers and the judge and that. They know this stuff is a joke. It's a joke. It's gonna get overturned. It's gonna get dealt with. But they've got an agenda, and I guess they're doing whatever they can to get their person in power for whatever reason to keep them in power. So it's going to be, if that goes, I expect instability. Now, they said we had a stock market crash, but I don't even know what that is anymore, because if it ain't crashing below 14,000, 14,000 is the actual true stock market. It's 14,000. 14,000 S&P, whatever that is, 14,000 is the real stock market. If it don't drop below 14,000, it's fabricated money anyway. So, people done bought fake shit. But the country's still there. It's got to have to drop below 14,000 for it to be a true crash. But they're just clearing out some stuff. That's all I see what they're doing now. They're clearing out some rubbish. But that being said, we've talked for 36 minutes, just talking and expressing myself. And, I still got to walk around here later on when it's not 110 degrees here at about 7:30 tonight. I'm going to go over here to this college park, and I'm going to walk around that park and get my 2 miles in. I usually walk around this to get, people get on a little exercise bike, but I've been sitting down. But I'm still going to finish my walk off here. I'll probably hold on to this, let it dry out until later, and then go walk around my other part, get my exercise on, and keep this journey going. It's August. The belly part is the biggest thing. I'm starting to see the other stuff starting to move toward it. The belly is the human belly, and my neck is the biggest thing. It's what I eat. The weight's coming off slowly. The weight is moving. It goes high as I'm mapping it now on my calendar. My doctor's saying don't look at your weight other than every week. And I understand why, but this is a journey. This is a health journey. It's for myself and my wife. I'm just doing it on YouTube to hopefully promote others, at least 10 million other beings, to promote them and help them, and hopefully it's helpful for them in their existence. But this time I'm taking full advantage of this health journey, full advantage of pushing it forward. So, to whoever's watching, I wish you, I give you, I send you. The word is send. And I ask you to receive peace, health, wealth, and give gratitude always, as I leave you with a smile.